30th.
Hello, this is Justin.
Hello. It's Paul too.
We just came out of a meeting, so you know we're standing on business. That's a phrase.
I have a pen in my hand.
We're kind of planning some future Extra Life, playing favorite stuff, trying to figure out some dates.
That's right.
Today,
logistics.
We're not doing that now, but we are always accepting donations to Extra Life. I don't know if anyone's here, but if you have it, if you're just joining us, you're watching it later, playing favorites, we're going to stream some games today. Been doing it every Tuesday at 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We've been on a retro kick lately, and today we're going to play one game.
Yes.
Possibly.
Maybe how this goes.
Maybe two. Maybe two.
Depending on how we do.
But before I'm going to set up my online room here for the game. Before we get started, how are you doing? I know we just talked, but how are you doing for the stream here? How are you doing? How's your day?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling pretty good. I was just checking our stream, making sure that we're coming in well and everything looks good. I like your cover art too. I love the old box art for Super Mario Brothers. I love the old pixel Mario that looks so weird when you look close up at him. You know, like the poses that he makes in the game too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, viewer, listeners, we're going to be playing Super Mario Brothers.
We have so many listeners listening to us play video games. There's so many of them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I felt compelled. I didn't want to leave them out. Just in case someone was like, hey, sometimes I fall asleep to you. I think that's a term of endearment, too. I fall asleep to a lot of my favorite things sometimes. You know, on occasion, I'll be listening to like a Red Letter Media video and just like falling asleep to...
I've definitely listened to people play games for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's no shame.
We can put this on our podcast if people want us to. Just put it. Just let us know.
Just this one. Just like playing Super Mario Brothers because everybody knows the game.
So before we get started, though, I'm going to ask you because I mentioned this briefly. But do you know tomorrow is the direct for the Switch 2, right?
Yes, I know because you told me that you wanted to talk about it tonight about an hour ago.
I want to know if you have any kind of like thoughts on it. I know you don't follow rumors as much as I do, but like, do you have like thoughts on this? Are you excited about a Switch 2? I know you kind of you don't dive into these like right when they launch. I get that, but like,
no, the only one that I wanted to buy at launch, you know what it was. It was the Dreamcast. But the Switch 2 looks really cool. Looks like it is, you know, just a perfected kind of version of the Switch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it'd still be compatible with the Switch 1.
Yes.
So I guess tell me before I pass any kind of judgment, aesthetically it's pleasing. It looks nice.
That's all we know right now.
I miss the colors.
They're in the inside. They're in the inside. It's more mature now. You know, it's like you can't.
I get it. Could be subdued. It's matured. Yeah, that's not what's made Nintendo money. Is their maturity? Sorry. Okay. So tell me what are the features that
I don't know.
Like,
we don't know.
Oh no specs.
That's all tomorrow. All tomorrow. We just saw the look of it. That's all we got.
So what do you speculate then yourself?
So the rumor is I mean, I think it's pretty decently confirmed rumor that there's going to be mouse support on this. So they show that the Joy-Cons you can use the Joy-Con like a mouse. They showed in that initial reveal. And then there's an extra button, and some people think it's like a cursor mode, or something like that, like where you could maybe add like some sort of like gameplay that is like using mouse support. So like think of like an RTS or something, like, you know, you can use on your Switch and stuff and play it in a handheld mode. That's the thought. Another, like, you know, because of that addition, maybe they bring back Mario Paint. You know, like that'd be something that they could do. So that's sort of where people have been thinking about that.
Interesting. Very interesting.
That's all. You saw in the initial reveal that they showed the Joy-Cons like moving around like a mouse, but they didn't really officially confirm it necessarily. But I think it's mostly an hour long. This reveal is like going to show the differences, the specs, the games, obviously the launch title, when it's going to release. Rumor is coming out in June, and then what's going to happen as far as like any additional. But is there a different expansion path for online? Because it's backwards compatible, so it's like still a Switch in a way. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just really curious. I'm just gonna be mostly just excited for certain games. I'm excited for. Like, what's the next Mario game gonna be? Is there gonna be a Zelda game release? Is there gonna be a remaster of Wind Waker? Would that come out on the Switch 2 or Switch 1? Like, what are they gonna announce tomorrow? They've already know. A lot of people are saying that it's gonna be Metroid Prime 4 is gonna release to be a launch title, like kind of a cross launch title. So it would come out, for the Switch and Switch 1 or Switch 2. I mean. Okay. Crazy to think I can come in June. Oh, wait. You can. Marathon Monkey, a friend of mine from Pennsylvania. He says crazy to think I can come in June. I'm not sure. I mean, are you referring to the Switch 2? Like you're going to come somewhere? I guess did I say something about June?
Or is he coming to what we were planning at the very beginning of the episode? Is he?
No, he doesn't know anything about that. Those are the. I just get excited about announcements. I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be 9:00 tomorrow. So that's all. Yeah. Yes,
when
the Switch 2. He said yes. He said the Switch 2.
Is there any game that you expect to be like announced at all? Like, is there?
Well, they did tease Mario Kart in the original reveal. They showed a Mario Kart game in the first reveal. The uniqueness, it's definitely a new one because it shows that there's more starting cars in that video. So they're thinking it's like a 24 person race versus the normal amount of people or something. So you're gonna have more racers on the track versus original Mario Kart. So that's what people have been thinking. It's based on that initial reveal.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So there's that. Could that mean maybe they're making a Mario Kart that's not just Mario characters? They've already started teasing at that in the last Mario game. So maybe is it a Nintendo Kart, like all the characters, like kind of like Smash Brothers? You know what I mean?
Just like bring it all into one.
Why not?
Enormous. So you have the fighting version of all Nintendo characters, then the racing version. What would be the third pillar then? You'd have to have the RPG with all.
I mean, the sports games. I mean, I got all the sports games. You can bring everyone in, I guess.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think you got to bring it all together in an RPG of all Nintendo characters.
Well, I mean, I guess you could do any game, I guess. But yeah, like a multiverse RPG. If there's not a new concept, Riot.
If there's not a new what?
You don't get this. All right, you're right. And I'm just gonna say your name, Nelson. I'm just because it's just so Paul knows. Just so Paul knows who you are. So
I know who Nelson is.
Yeah. So when he's from Pennsylvania, he showed me this game on the PS2. It's called Concept Saga, and I think it was Concept Saga. I think it was Concept Saga 2, and I loved it. It was like a board game, but like with card-based gameplay, like attacks. Like you walk on a board game. I think it was like a board game type map, but it was like a fantasy game. But then when you went to battle things, you use cards. Like it was like such a weird game that I thought was really cool. And it's like an inside joke. We're like, Concept Saga, you need that for everything. That's all you need in life. It's just Concept.
You're the only two people that played that game.
Yes, so probably.
Your inside joke of two, yes.
Yeah, it had a sequel, so it had to be some sort of good.
There had to be more than you two. Yes, there had to be a few more at least.
Dude,
Doesn't, maybe.
I took every month to see if there's a new one. Such wasted potential. Well, you know what, Nelson? We can just make our own Concept sequel. How's that? We're just doing it ourselves.
I think
Anyways,
it's the way you want it to be.
all right, you on the Switch so we can play this?
Yes, I'm actually. Now, don't get mad. I'm downloading the Nintendo app. real quick.
Well, you deleted it. We used it last time or earlier.
I don't remember why I deleted. I think I deleted because of like because I put like N64, and I've got a few games on here, and
It's funny. He said at least 4 people, not 2. That's what he says. And he says he's gonna get started on the concept art.
oh my,
Now I want to play this game. Is it on the Switch? It should be.
what was it on? You said PS2.
Well, yeah, it was originally a PS2 game, yeah. But like, I gotta see.
What made it? Was it like
Concept
Weary Traveler or something? Or-
Saga. Oh, this is the first one. I think there was a sequel. I thought there was.
Colsep Saga?
Here, I'm gonna you want to share my screen here? You're gonna look it up.
Oh sure. No, yes. Please share your screen. Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight.
Can I show this on here? Do I have a thing to do that? Let me see. Hold
Saga.
on. I want to see if I can get it.
Exactly as I pictured the cover art would be.
All right,
Confusing anime.
wait, hold on. I'm gonna do. Oh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. This is not what I had planned on, but we're altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
Pray I don't alter it any further.
All right, here we go.
What?
I got
Did
it.
you find it?
No, I'm putting on the stream so people can see what we're looking at here. All right, so I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go to Concept Saga. I want to go to YouTube. No videos. Here we go. Oh, it's a 360 game.
Oh wow. Sub Saga.
Did you hear it?
Will we get flagged for playing this?
Oh, it's a video. It's a video game thing. I don't know.
Okay.
It's only a minute 30. We'll be fine.
We do not own this. We're simply watching.
It's video games. Usually you're okay.
For comedic purposes. Oh my god. Harry.
Oh, I gotta put the music on. I didn't even have the audio on.
Oh, I can hear it just fine. It's like, oh wow, you throw the cards. It's like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Come on, look at this game. It's so good.
Okay, the characters look interesting. Okay, here we go. And here's where you lost most people.
It's so good.
Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like Hearthstone a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of Magic. And a little Final Fantasy Tactics. Is that? Or is this more like Mario Party?
I don't really know. I don't remember.
That moment.
All right, that's the gist of it.
Wow, that's
Wait, what year did that say? It's cutting it off on my end of the stream.
2008.
Wow.
Coming February 2008.
Well, thank you for indulging me in Concept.
That's a very interesting one. I must say.
How do I stop?
Well, I've got the Nintendo downloaded here, so
good. So that's a good way to fill the time while we're waiting for you to start your game.
Woohoo.
All right, we'll fix to the 2-player podcast. We'll go to the here. You back on the screen because I kind of jury rigged that. Perfect. All right, so we're playing Mario today. I had the idea of we're not going to use warps though. That's the catch. No warps.
Yeah.
Let's see what else to say. I just looked at my game cases. Concept was PS2. Concept Saga was Xbox 360. So it was originally a PS2 game, the first one.
Oh, okay.
And the Saga was the second one, and that was a 360 game. I got the itch just from watching that. He said he wants to play it now.
Funky. He can't help it.
Oh, that's the other one to say. Like, can you buy it? Can you get it for the Switch? Or is it only on 360? Let's see. I don't think so.
Surely some nerd has
No, it's only 360.
ported this just to the 360.
Yeah, that's all it says right now. But I mean, there's probably ways to port it or something. Anyways,
I'm joining the Star War.
I know, because Nintendo wouldn't let me add the S. It was too long.
Oh, it's too long. Just slightly too long.
Yeah. I mean, that's because I converted whatever the 3DS Wii, because it used to be the Wii and the 3DS were in the same account. Like you couldn't, it wasn't merged.
Two-player game, please. I'll be Luigi.
Just dives right in. No story or anything.
Dun, dun.
Oh my god, this was nerve-wracking already.
You can mess up.
Do you want to put while I'm playing? Do you want to put the chat up just in case? I think Nelson's saying things. I don't know if you have it up or not.
Sure. I gotcha. And of all the games they made backwards compatible on the Xbox, Concept was not one of them.
Oh, that's silly. Can't you play on the?
Yes, and your name, as Nelson puts it, is just a single war on the star.
If only there was only one war in the stars, but unfortunately there's more than one.
There's many. I've lost count.
Yay! We did it. Oh my god, I thought I beat the game when I got to this when I was a kid.
The little flag that goes up, like, so satisfying. Now, will you just... This I gotta see.
What?
I wanted to see if you... Those two Goombas that are, like, merged together, I wanted to see if you could get them in one hit.
Oh, I wasn't trying to, so...
I love watching people play this game because everybody plays it a little differently, you know? Everyone's got their own flavor, their own...
I just love running up. I love running up here. It just makes me laugh.
You know, for those of us who spent so much time, like, trying to navigate those obstacles, knowing the, like, shortcut, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, when I got shown that, I was like, whoa. Mm-hmm. The other thing is when you can, like, you run as the big Mario and you slide underneath the blocks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you learn these little tricks, quirks of the game. Oh my gosh, I remember this.
I hate how you go little automatically.
So punishing. Never gets old. He's real slippery too sometimes. Little Mario, it seems.
Mm-hmm. They don't make
Yeah.
they don't make the mushrooms look like that anymore, do they?
No, they're not.
I think they made it
No,
where
those
you have like
mushrooms have faces now.
Super Mario, like in one of the games, like it's the one where you get like really giant, like extremely giant.
Oh, you're right. But isn't that mushroom like also kind of big too? It's like a big,
Yeah,
like, brown
but it's the
mushroom.
same color as I'm saying. Like it looks like the same color.
True. I think you're right. Ah. Doo-doo-doo. Love this big I love the designer of these castles. Was like, all right, so you love my first castle? Oh, and also one firework. That was nice.
What's
True.
like the lava? Where is our top ledge in life? I'm trying to avoid life problems. Wait, what?
Where is our top ledge in life? What are the problems too?
Oh, I'm sorry, I got that. It was like kind of weird. Whoa.
I don't know what he means by top ledge of life. In life.
I got a little greedy there.
Ooh. My. Oh. You scared me, Justin. Sadly. Our princess is
Never
our
get-
princess. Why are we calling her our princess?
Well, she is our the toads, like theirs.
Hmm.
Doot, doot, doot.
Will you?
I'm not gonna let you play. I'm just gonna beat it. My goal.
You're just going, but you're like not even like hitting all the blocks, like searching for things.
Well, I'm not trying to. I
You
don't.
know?
So, like in this part, by this point, I have no idea what to do. I just use the warps all the time. I kind of remember some of these things. Like
Yeah. Like this level, I don't remember at all. Like the
I remember a
twos,
little bit. Oh, I went down with him.
you went down. Nice. He swallowed you.
All right, my princesses, I'm off to bed. Have fun. All right, good night, there, sir. Dream of Colset Saga.
Oh.
It's
The
all.
stream of cards that you throw at people while walking on a grid.
It was fun for the 4 hours I played it.
Sure.
2 hours I
Oh,
played
I'm
it.
sure. I'm like, those are the kinds of games that it's like once you get into them,
Sure.
you just can't stop for.
Oh
a
my god!
while.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Good job.
No! Ah!
No! Oh, if you jump, man. Wow.
That
Wow.
was scary.
Nicely done.
I thought I got it. I thought I jumpsuited up too. Oh man! Thanks for coming by. If you're still in here, Nelson, you missed. If you already left though, you missed a really funny moment. Oh, he did. He laughed. He said he put a little laugh emoji, so you saw it. Oh, I forgot to get that. Well, because I did the. I went the. Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, man. I gotta wait till over here to have a fire flower.
I don't mean to bring up politics, but I will.
Okay.
Did you see what was happening with the senator? Did you see what happened?
Filibuster?
Well, whatever it is, I guess it wasn't technically a filibuster.
It's just a protest on-
Just a long speech thing. It's crazy. I watched the end of it. So I was like, oh, I want to see how it ends. And then like he went like an hour past the record.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know. Too. I haven't seen it since I probably around the same spot because when I saw your message, I was like, he was still going.
yeah.
So
I finally watched the end of it. Like I saw him finish,
Mhm.
and like the whole caucus went nuts. Like, oh man, props to him. Hopefully it does something, but
just be nice to have a little bit more spine. But
I didn't realize who actually had the record and what it was for. It's actually
who was it? Bernie?
no, it was some dude that was fighting against the civil rights bill in the 50s.
Oh,
I don't remember his name, but he was like against the he did it for 24 hours and 18 minutes. That was his record.
Wow.
It's funny, well, it's kind of funny. Like Ted Cruz made a post on Twitter about he was at like 18 minutes. He was already at 18 hours because Ted Cruz he did 21 hours, I guess, against Obamacare.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I should just pull the fire alarm because he's getting close to beating my record. That was what he said on Twitter. I'm like, Jesus. Anyways.
Yeah, sorry. I do not mind talking about this thing.
I know, I probably should have brought it up while you're playing. I'm sorry.
well, okay, I'm at a point I can rest here. Yes, well, that particular a-hole really only cares about getting the clicks and getting the views.
Sure.
So I don't really give a rat's ass what say about anything. And like, oh gosh, what just happened?
Hey, what happened?
I had like a little skip in the game. I think just from like the.
I didn't see it because then you are playing my game technically.
Yep. I think I've got the timing down. Oh.
Is there like a delay
in the? Yeah, it's a little difficult, but it's funny. I'm gonna keep going with it.
The downside of being in the internet.
Oh. You better play because I have to take a moment away here.
Oh, okay.
You'll keep playing. Play well. Do good.
Okay, thank you.
Don't die.
I did it. I got up there. I think that was where I always got stuck because I didn't know how to do the bouncy thing as a kid. It was like I just kept bouncing on it and I didn't know what to do. Oh no, that's not true. I did do these levels. Do, 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 do. So focused. Did it again. So hard to talk and play this game at the same time. Ah, that's a jump. I feel like what I've been able to do that using what you call it, NES controller. I don't know, the point of this doesn't really help me. You can't really. I guess you could shoot Bowser like crazy, but this music is so creepy. There's 2 worlds down. It's gonna break all the blocks just because I can. I think there's a beanstalk somewhere. Oh, damn it. I always do bad at those jumps. I play him? I can't play as him. I don't know what to do. I can pause it. Maybe he'll come back right when it needs to. Maybe that could happen. I want to give him the opportunity to play his character. But he hasn't returned yet. Yeah, so... trying to think what else we could talk about. So, yeah, so if you haven't really been with us here at all, I might as well just put a Extra Life thing in our chat. Seeing how we have our Extra Life logo on here. Obviously, we're always trying to raise money for Extra Life. We're just trying to do that for every stream that we do. So if you're not familiar with Extra Life at all, I'm going to put a link in our chat here. Let me just find it. I usually have it available. Don't have it available right this moment. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we're going to click on this thing. Go click, copy, minimize, and then we're going to say if you can, please help support our local children's hospital by donating to Extra Life. The one downside about having only two monitors, my laptop and then the game I play on, is that I hard to really see what I'm seeing. I need to like make the font bigger. I am old, so that is what happens. No, we've been disconnected from a Rad Zapper. Does that mean I can play now? I'll have to see. All right, so we got. I put if you can. Can I edit this? Well, anyways, if you can, please help support our local children's hospital by donating to Extra Life. Again, so we've been doing Extra Life for a few years now, and we usually do our 24-hour stream in November, where we try to raise as much money we can within a 24-hour marathon stream. But we're trying to keep beating our goal every year. Last year, we actually were able to double the amount that we made the first 2 years, which is really cool. So we raised over $1,400 last year for Albany Medical Center Children's Hospital. I can't remember the name. It's like Bernie and Miller Children's Hospital. It's out in Albany. So this year we're going to go back to where I live, Rochester, Golisano, which we had raised the first 2 years. So we're trying to go kind of actually equaled it for both hospitals. Paul lives in Albany. I live in Rochester. Albany had a kind of a special kind of place in my heart. That's where my niece was born last year. She was a micro preemie, was born at 1 ounce, and is still going strong at 10 months old. And has this been a long journey, but she's getting through it. But the people at the NICU were great there, so I wanted to support that hospital. But yeah, so just wanted to take a minute just to kind of talk about it, since we're waiting for Paul to come back here. If you come in, you see our stream later, you hang out here, you'll see that link in the chat, and you can be our first donation. We've been trying to push it a little bit more. We just haven't had anyone make that first initial jump yet. So maybe we should start putting some milestones in here or something during our streams. We'll see what we do, but we just wanted to have it always available so that if you always want to support, try to help us reach our goal, that'd be great. So let me go back here, because I think he got kicked out. I think. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. That is an error. There's that. Okay. So if he's been kicked out, still can't play it because he got kicked out. So can I maybe create a suspend point? Try that. And then we will We'll just go here for a little bit. While we're waiting, I guess I could try play a different game. If anyone's in here watching, you can give me a suggestion. I could try Ninja Gaiden. I'm gonna play this for a little bit. Not what we planned on, but make it work. The suspense is killing me. With whom did father have a duel to lose? For what reason did he fight and die? Even I don't know for sure. The day after he disappeared in father's room, I found a letter addressed to me. It said, Ryu, I am on my way to a life or death duel. He must have been at a Kumite. If it is destiny that I not return, you are... Oh, I missed it. And go to America and see the archaeologist Walter Smith. What? Ryu, be always brave. I will get my revenge. That was really that weird. Okay. I must have played a different Ninja Gaiden. I don't remember looking like this. Okay, I can do that. Okay. Okay, so I can get up there.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Hello. Sorry. Couple things and a couple car issues suddenly cropped up that needed me. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I just I couldn't.
Idiot.
I got pretty far,
Hi.
but I
Then you
died.
hit the stop because my game.
Yeah, I put it. I saved a suspend point for it though, so we can go back in.
Oh, don't bother. It's okay.
I was doing good though.
Oh, all right. If you want.
Well, I wanted to keep playing it, but I got to the next boss. I beat World 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got to the next world, and then I was almost done beating it, and then I died right at the end. It was really annoying. I was like, what can I do in the meantime? I'm like, I'll get Ninja Gaiden. Why not?
Oh, what a great idea. That's not a two-player game, is it?
No.
Oh, but I would totally watch you play that game.
Oh, the online thing's still open. Come back in whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it was just
It kicked you out. I
now.
couldn't even do
Yeah,
anything.
of course. Guys.
Wait, is there a timer on this? Oh, there's a timer. I didn't know there was a timer on this game.
On what? Super Mario Brothers?
No, on Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
Like, I
Oh
was just
yeah,
kind of messing around, and then
and
I ran out of time.
it's not an easy timer either. It's not a forgiving one.
I don't remember looking like this. I must have played a different Ninja Gaiden.
Hmm. I think the second one is a little bit like more user friendly. This game is pretty tough. It's not
Oh, I remember
forgiving.
they're always. I remember like these games are hard. I just don't remember it looking like this though. I don't know what these things do either. I don't have my instruction manual.
So I think that's like your. I think if you press like up an attack, you use your thing, but you don't have a special yet. When you do, that is what gives you. That's the button you press to use it. Whoa.
Ugh.
Are those dogs or dudes?
I guess they're dogs. This is why I kept getting stuck. I couldn't get up here for some reason. I was trying to figure out how to get. There we go. There we go.
There, and you got it.
Oh, there we go. That's what it does.
And getting those lanterns and stuff refills it. It's like Castlevania in that way. Like you're getting.
Yeah, I never played those games that much. I didn't really have Castlevania. I may have had one of the Castles. Huh?
I love the first Castlevania. We had that game for Nintendo. I played the heck out of that. I mean, I think I watched my brother get to Dracula and beat him. But I could only get to like the level right before him. I never tried it again since I actually played it on the NES. That first one is fun. It's a good game, and the music is great. In those
I might have
Castlevania
played that one. I don't remember. I didn't get into that one as
You know,
much.
Is Castlevania in this? After you're done with this, I'll play some Castlevania. How about that?
Okay, so we're done with Mario. You don't want to play Mario anymore?
We could come back to Mario, but I feel
Okay.
like we're doing a little run and gun here.
Oh,
Oh, all right, you got this. You can beat those Balrogs. You got
oh, I was too busy doing that.
that. I never played any other Ninja Gaiden game besides this one. I know that they made a few for like what was it, for Xbox and Xbox 360.
Well, yeah, they're remaking the first one this year. They just released. They're releasing those this year, and then they're making a fourth one. They announced it earlier this year.
Is it in the style of those games? Like what kind
Like
of?
like Ninja Gaiden Black, like the 3-dimensional ones. Yeah, they're remaking. They're doing a remaster of the first one, and they're releasing Ninja Gaiden 4 later this year. It looks actually really cool, actually. Oh my god! Okay,
Gonna keep respawning there.
I can't. This is really annoying how you jump off this. Okay, I'm just gonna move on and try to hit this thing.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh man. Oh, it's so punishing. So, if you haven't, did you play any of the other Ninja Gaidens besides this one?
I never owned one. I just would play at my cousin's house. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, I get a timer thing. Oh, it just freezes them.
Oh,
Oh crap! Running out of time.
yep.
I'm so stuck. Okay.
There you go. Let's go. You gotta go, man. You gotta go. Got 30 seconds.
Get out! Get me off the wall! Oh, I was right
man.
there.
Oh, oof.
It was right
Do you
there.
want to keep playing this for a minute?
Up to you. You can come back to play if you want.
Sure.
Hey, what happened? You gone?
Or said I've been disconnected from the
Oh,
server.
I don't know. Here, I'll. Didn't mean to. I don't mean. I don't. I think I accidentally kicked you out for some reason.
Nope, I think it might have been. But I'm getting back in.
Okay. I'm seeing this Castlevania isn't on here because they made their own remaster. I remember now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a feeling I would have noticed it. Feel so. Sure, you wanna? Do you want me to try Ninja Gaiden, or do you wanna? What do you want to do?
Uh,
Do you want to go back to?
we can go back
Mario?
to Mario. Try a little bit more. We didn't get very long. We didn't go very long with it. So
Yes, come on, we can do this. We can do this. 2-player game. Oh, all right. Here we go.
that's where we left off.
Okay. So this is the thing. I've got I've got lag or something. I mean, I don't know.
I don't.
I gotta try to look at the. I can do low latency mode. I'll just clap.
I'm sorry. That's bad lag. That was. Oh, that wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, that's what killed me last time. That bouncy thing always kills me. I hate that thing.
Those things are in the other games they're so fun, and then this game it's like they're terrifying because they usually mean death or they never get you where you want to go. They're more of an obstacle.
I think that's why I never beat these games, because I could never figure out the jumpy things, like without using the warp bites. I mean, you do it. Oh. I don't think I ever knew there was a mushroom there.
Oh.
I always skipped it.
Boy, I've got tips and tricks and all sorts of stuff.
I mean, I might have at one point, but I just...
no.
Your score has been ruined.
No. Kristen would be, right now, she's tisking and shaking her head. She actually, when I told her what we were doing, she was like, "You amateurs."
Amateurs? Why were we amateurs?
She's really good at this game.
Oh.
She is good at like 2 games, period. And this is one of them.
We're amateurs because we're playing it? I'm confused.
No, that we're making like I told her, I'm like, we already died a couple times. We're trying to play without warp pipes, and it's kind of weird. She was like, "You amateurs, you don't know the game."
Did she not know what the warp pipes were?
No, she knew them, but she felt like they were cheating.
I had too many games. I didn't have time for
that. She's very noble. Oh gosh. Why? Why? Could have just jumped over it. Okay, you got this. Get by those hammer bros. Let's go. Oh, nice.
They were so scary when I first saw them.
Yes. Read.
Okay.
Got them.
Oh. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. I'm getting a little jumpy in this lag, too.
Alright. This.
I'm trying to see if I remember where any beanstalks are.
Oh, yeah. Anytime I see like a bar like that of bricks, I assume there's perhaps a hidden one above it. Just from, I don't know, it happens. Oh, is this the spot where you get the infinite lives? That's the...
Is it?
One of those turtles, yeah. I think that's the spot where you just the way that you do it.
Oh, there is a way to do it if you get it like right in the edge of the screen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I hit the top. That makes me sad.
Oh, yeah. It's not 4,000. It's simply 2,000. I can't make fun of you. You're 3 levels ahead of me.
I'm gonna allow you to use the handicap of the lag. It's okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me use that excuse. I love you've seen me play games. I'm not bad. I mean, like, just falling off the edge in Mario is like embarrassing. Like, I would not be able to show my face if I, in public play.
Good thing
Mario.
Good thing we're not showing this to a public audience by any means.
Right. It wasn't for the lag,
Yeah, I was trying to get you to donate to charity, and you just ruined it. I'm sorry. Like,
now
you got disconnected again?
Why?
It's Nintendo Internet, and you're on Wi-Fi. I don't know. I'm on Wi-Fi. Like, all the above, all the variables.
I'm coming in. Don't worry.
Oh no!
They can't stop. What is it? Rad Zapper is ready to play. Has come to play.
Yep, that's come to play. The Starwell, or Control the Thing.
You wanted to ask my opinion of Switch 2, and you know what? I would rather talk about your opinion on the family share plan and the virtual
cartridges. Oh god, yeah, like it's cool.
Cumbersome, difficult new thing.
Well, it is good for families. Like, I can see a benefit for having kids. Like, I can see that being a good thing. Like, if I wanted to buy, say, for instance, I own Minecraft on my account because the kids like to play Minecraft.
But you can lend it to them for 2 weeks.
Sure, but then you just take it comes back and I lend it to them again. It's not hard to give it back. It's
whereas before you didn't have to do that. There's an extra click.
Well, they have their own account. So, like, the problem, you don't have 2 Switches. For you, it doesn't matter. I'm going to pause to do my little speech.
But really?
when you have one Switch and you buy a game and you have other kids on that Switch with their own user accounts, they can play your games that you purchase on the eShop because that's your primary Switch. Yeah. But on the other Switch, they can't do that. You only can do that on your
multiple Switch. Yes. It's a good idea to be able to just
So it really is meant for multiple Switches. And I think it's their way of preventing us from doing the things that we do. Also,
these things I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about, but let us continue the game.
They never said what we do is illegal. It's not like it's against the rules.
Jeez. Like it's some taboo. Your dad worked for Nintendo.
Oh my god, this lag is horrible right now. Hold on, I gotta just give it a second. Just gotta breathe.
Yeah, you're in a sensitive area. Run it out.
Okay. It's all about balance.
Yes. Work-life balance.
Oh, I was talking about the game.
Yes. Well, that's what it is. This is his work. He's a plumber, and he goes through tubes to fight
I was turtle. Just like, it's a balance, like, platform thing. Like, there's a platform that you needed to balance it.
We all need balance in life, John.
I don't. Never mind. Balance right here.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, another 2,000.
I don't think I'm hitting the top, though. I think is it higher?
No, you're not. Yeah, it's 4,000. You hit the top of the pole.
I really never cared about the top of the pole until later games. I just like, hey, I got there. Cool. Man, having a flower in these levels don't really make me excited. Like, it's like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and most of the enemies in these levels are impervious to flowers, so...
And like, it's not like you get like an extra life or anything. It's like,
exactly.
It's like...
You might as well just be big, and...
Oh, I thought I could make that. Actually, it's making it easier to get through here. Oh! I don't know how I survived that. To be quite honest. Don't distract me. Don't distract me.
I am amazed that you did not die there.
Go away! Ah, damn it!
Man.
I couldn't. He was like in the area I couldn't get to.
Oh, this is a weird place to start. Ugh. Huh. Okay. We go from the action-packed adventure of you fighting Bowser to me trying to jump from pedestal to pedestal.
You should tell Kristen to come on our stream and watch you to make fun of you.
This is so terrible.
You did it. Nope. Hundreds.
I'm going for the least now.
You know, it's like golf. It's like a golf pole, right? Golf.
Yes, there's a skill in getting the lowest score. Yes, sure.
Oof.
I hate these spinning shrimp.
I never associated them as shrimp. But now I can't unsee it.
It's actually an underwater line. I'm gonna blow your mind now.
I didn't. What?
And these I actually learned from Kristen. I thought I knew where all secret blocks were. There's another.
I mean, that doesn't really do much, but okay.
No, just
it's cool. It's cool that they're there. I love the secrets of these games. Just run and jump, or just do that. You use brute force.
Yay! I made it. Thanks, Luigi. Yep, your brother came through here about 45 minutes ago. No, she's not here. Yeah. Other castle.
Did we know Luigi's name in during this game? Was that like a thing?
It's
like,
it says it right on the top there.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the very beginning. I mean, like, yeah.
I forgot it did say
and then
it.
You had the cartoon as well.
Well, I guess I forgot it said it on the actual game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's because you're playing on your handheld Joy-Cons. You don't have a Pro Controller, do you?
Correct.
That makes it hard.
It's still fun though. I don't know. I like the smallness of these buttons. And when it's working well, it's working. But yeah, I would prefer to be playing this not handheld. It's good.
You try the kickstand mode.
Good. Ugh. Luigi.
Or Luigi.
Over.
Or Luigi. Alright, let's see how I can get. How far I got 1 life left.
You got this. Good job.
I pushed the button. I really did. It just
Oh, Mario, game over. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Let's fresh start here. We got that.
well, at least see if
So-
we can get to World 4 without a warp.
It's possible. We could do this.
I've done it before. I know I have. Need more extra guys. That's what I need.
Got to get them coins. Got to do it all, man.
I used to think I was a kid that you had to hit it fast enough so it wouldn't go away. Like the faster you punched it, the more coins there were.
Yes, that's true.
Is that true?
It is absolutely true. Like if you hit it once and then you just wait a sec and then hit it again, it'll
Okay.
only give you two coins.
All right, so I was right. Okay, I wasn't sure.
So yeah, you have to like keep a steady pace. Like it's such a weird thing too. Like there's nothing in the rules that says like this is how it goes. You just learn that. Well, this game is fun and weird all at the same time. It's really bizarre.
Ah.
Yay! Welcome, Justin, to the bottom.
Oh boy. I can't believe I messed up at the end there. I almost beat Bowser too. I almost got through it. There's no continues in this game?
Nope.
Yeah, I can't believe I beat this guy. I remember when I beat this game. I wrote it on the calendar. I was in 3rd grade. I was
Really?
I was like, because I had it for a while before I beat it, because I had so many other games to play. I would just occasionally pop it in. And I used warps, but I finally remember the day I beat it. I was like a Saturday, and I was like so excited.
Yes. I do too. And it was like Bowser was at his most terrifying because he was like throwing hammers and shooting fireballs like left and right. Yes. The last Bowser in this game.
Yeah.
He's like slightly bigger.
Yeah.
Or is he like the same size as all the other
I
Bowsers?
thought he was the same size. I thought he was.
Yeah. And he just throws hammers.
Anyways, if you just joined us, we are trying to beat this game with no warp pipes. I almost got through World 3, but then we died. And I think you got to World Love. Did you?
I was in 2-1 and I died. And we can blame it on the lag or just
Where is that? Where is it? Where is it? I know it's up here somewhere.
right here and get that. Yeah, that's the way. That's the ticket.
Yeah, I used to do all this
That-
stuff.
That was the way that I used to get up to above the screen there.
Well, I used to
You
do
did
that
it,
too,
like-
and then I learned you could
That
go
was
the
like
other
the
place
first
too.
way I learned you could do that. And then somebody, I saw do the same thing back there with the 2 turtles. It's like, what? You can do it from there.
Then you miss the extra guy though. That's the only thing.
This is true. And really, you need the extra guys in this game. Even with the warps, like you have.
What, am I going that slow? Really?
Dun, 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 dun. I love how the time is like running crazy right now too.
There we go. 5,000.
Nice. It's over 5,000.
When do you get like an extra guy from points? I don't remember what that number is.
Oh,
And you
I
do
think
get
that's
it with points.
100,000 or something. I got a kitty friend came to see me.
Oh,
Hey, big boy. My gosh, this cat, this orange and white cat that we have now, Kingsley, is huge. He's not even a year old. He is way bigger than Jerry or Ben, for that matter. He is a small tiger in the house.
oh,
It is crazy. And he's so doofy because he's still not even a year old. And so he can't control his body when he's like running around.
Oh, it's funny.
He ran this afternoon, right before dinner.
Ah, damn it! I was like, I know. I was like, kind of like I lost the grip of the D-pad.
Oh. Anyway, this guy, sorry that you died, but I'm going to keep talking about the cat.
No, it's okay. I interrupted you.
There's this, we have like a cat tree, like a tree stand type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For them to like climb up and play on and whatever. And so whenever somebody comes close to it, he gets so excited he'll like run up there and get to the top because he'll expect like, hey, will you pet me if I come up here? So he saw me walking towards it, and I wasn't even very close to it, but he like saw me getting close, and he ran as fast as he could, jumped into it, over jumped, and hit the window behind it, and like tried to hold on and slid down, trying to hanging on to the cat tree like cliffhanger style. It was just hilarious. We burst out laughing, and I just at the same time I felt so bad because I think he was embarrassed, like legit embarrassed.
What was it? What was he cliffhanging from? Like, what was the thing? I did kind of miss that.
It was kind of like up against the wall or up against the window. So the cat tree and the window, and he jumped to get on the cat tree, over jumped and went so far that he went into the window and like scrambled to hold on and grab onto it, but then fell in between still.
Oh, you ran out of time.
Like the look. Oh god, the look on his face, dude. It was just like panic. Like
the cat story is throwing you off.
Sorry, it was worth it. Get through the first level of this. Look at that. See, I got all the fireworks too. But yeah, it's a goofy cat.
Oh, we haven't talked about Wheel of Time.
Oh. Yeah.
You said you really liked episode 4 and 5. At least it seemed like it.
4 was, which one was Ruidian?
That's 4.
I rewatched that one. Yeah,
so good. 4 is so good.
I wanted to see all the past Rands too, and see like what are their names? The people of the Leaf.
It's the Tinkers or the Tuathian, initially the Ale. So like that's like where the Ale initially came from.
The original Aiel, yes. They came like it's just funny to see it and like how the Aiel that are in the waste are called the Oathbreakers, and why they use spears instead. Because Rand with good hair, who looks like redhead Anakin Skywalker, could you not see the Hayden Christensen like resemblance with that Rand?
A little bit. I see what you're saying. I didn't think of that when I saw it, but I see what you're saying.
I could just picture him in a field with Natalie Portman telling her how he's a fascist.
Killing the women and the children too. I just want to make sure, like, because you said the multiple Rands, like, you understand those are his ancestors, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, it was presented very well.
I guess some people were thinking that it might be this because like the Dragon Reborn is different than those are just his actual like blood ancestors.
But that was like the history of Rand's bloodline. Yeah, because it was his dad, and then back, thousand years and even further back into the before with Lamphere.
Yeah, before the
Like,
breaking of the
holy
world.
crap.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yes. We saw the breaking of the world.
Yep,
We saw the beginning of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I read that in the books, like, it's presented very differently. Because like in the books, it's like flying cars, and that's how he says. That's how he describes it. But like when I read that, I'm like, oh shit, are you serious? Like, this is like, that's when I realized that like, I had the futuristic past, because they kind of presented that already in the show a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
But I didn't get that at all in the books until Viridian. Like so that was 4 books in. You're like, oh wait, this fantasy world had like technology?
Its ancient past, it was actually way more advanced than it currently is. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's crazy to see. Oh God. Well, at least I didn't get far in the level. Okay. It's time for another beer, I think. That's what.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, come on. All right.
We're losing steam. We're losing.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Keep talking Wheel of Time to me here.
But like, I just the representation of Viridian, like just the vibe of it, like, it's not quite. I don't remember it being described that, but it's like it makes sense. It's like everything just felt right.
I love the spear, like the first spear put down at like the barrier.
Yeah, it's good.
You see the first one, and then you saw the wall of them, and then like you see the very first one put up. It's like,
yeah,
that's cool. Like little touches like that.
You got to meet. I think you had met Fail, and you get to. That's right. You met her.
Fail.
Oh, you got to see so you watched the Teleandroid, the Dreamwalking episode too.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man, so good. They're representing it so well.
Egwene is like doing dangerous things here. Like she took Moiraine into the dream with her.
Yep.
Like, what the heck? They like warned you, and she should be like especially careful because Lamphere's trying to kill her.
Yeah, that's very Egwene though. But her bringing Moiraine into the dream isn't in the book.
Oh.
I think it makes sense to Egwene's character though. Like I could see Egwene doing that. I think it was a way for them to get Siuan and Moiraine to have a scene together, which I think it works fine for the show, to be quite honest.
Yeah, so just a device to get them back in a room together.
In Egwene, like not like following the wise ones, like exactly. It is kind of her thing in the books too. Like she does it to get her own knowledge and means, but she's not like a wise one. She's not like completely loyal to them in a sense.
Yeah, she's willing to use them. Like Egwene is dangerous, and I've learned about how like what happens with her and the spider lady there, softly from the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, seems like she's driven by power or the desire of. Very interesting character trait.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm trying to answer this or talk to this stuff about it without giving things away about her, but
you can't.
It's so hard. I'm trying to remember what thing you heard about with her, and what is the thing you know about her and the Spider Lady?
Oh, but when they capture her and that Egwene has her, like forces her to teach her like different weaves, like new like ways to embrace the source that she didn't know.
I don't remember that. I'm trying to remember when that happens. I don't think Kristen's farther than me, but I haven't read those books in ages.
No,
I kind of know when it might have happened, but I just don't remember that aspect of it. I think I know when it might have happened. That would have been either book 5 or book 6. I think it was book 5.
well, can I tell you what I really, really liked about this episode, though?
What?
Was the sailors. The
Oh, yeah,
not Aes Sedai,
the
but
sail mistresses.
yes.
They're awesome. I love them in the
I
books.
love their whole way of embracing the source is.
I'm gonna give you a Mike Brown complaint though.
Uh-oh.
They're supposed to be topless. I mean, I don't know why they're not.
Because it's meant to be for general audiences, not dirty nerds in their basements reading stuff.
Robert
Let's
Jordan was
see.
obsessed with bosoms and like boobs and cleavage. He really was.
It was his art. It was his-
Like I was listening to a review. There's a YouTuber.
Ah, the lag, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing it. Hey, we're playing this in hard mode. You know, whatever.
There you go. Oh, look, you're in my position. The worst place to be down there. So you were saying?
Oh, I was thinking. He just reminded me. Like he's like, you can't go in like 20 pages without a female character putting their arms under their bosom. Like it's just like
Right.
it's something that they always do. Like they're always talking about the chest and the bosom and the because the female male, like there's so much female male like kind of like comparisons and discussions in that book.
Mhm.
Like just the fact that the magic system has a female and a male source and all that stuff. Yeah, he definitely goes thick on the. But it's weird because in the books, these are kids sort of in the beginning, so there's not a lot of sex stuff necessarily initially. It's not till later that there's like sex stuff. They're like only like 15 or 16 when they leave, something like that.
They were doing that episode 1. They were showing Rand and Egwene getting it on.
Yeah, they definitely made their relationship stronger than the books. In the books, it's like it was kind of more of a, hey, we live together in this small village. We're gonna probably get married someday. That's kind of what it was. It wasn't like this, like, oh, we're romantically involved. It was more like teenage awkward like love that.
Yeah, like we're probably gonna end up being together, so
Yep.
I guess we should date.
Yep, that was pretty much it.
All
I
right.
appreciate this for the show, though. I think it helps. Murray makes a comment in the Teleandroid episode, though. I was like, it was weird for me to hear, and maybe you might not have noticed it because I'm like, she's like, oh, I Moraine, this is like almost years ago that I was telling you I was teaching you, and I'm like, wait a minute, what years? Like in the book, it's like 1 year has passed, like or 2 years, like it's not like that long.
Egwene?
Yeah, like.
Oh, I guess it's been. I mean, think about like their time in Falma and the Shan-Chan.
Oh, I know, but in the books, that's like months. Like that's like it literally.
True.
It's like nothing. It's like barely so quick in time.
Oh, but they did a time jump after the Eye of the World.
They did
You remember that?
it's a lot shorter in the books.
Wait. Your
It's not
mushroom
coming.
might be-
It's not coming.
Wait. You gotta have faith. It's about faith. Just in this game. This is a game, really. It's a game about.
Is this a religion?
Is Star Wars a religion?
Yes.
It has. Was it for a while there?
And there was an official religion like listed, I think, in some sort of country where you could list Jedi, and there was enough people that wrote in as Jedi that it was an official religion. That kind of blocked the. I like that. That's kind of neat. Oh, I thought I jumped. I was like excited. I thought I got a 1-up, but I looked up and whatever. I'm failing at this. My least favorite arc in the show has been Parents, and that makes you sad because it's not like it's bad. It's just I feel like I love Parents so much in the books. Like I loved reading his chapters, but the show doesn't give me the same feeling as the books did. If that makes any sense.
What would you be wanting them to be doing? Or I guess like what did you like about Parents' character?
Well, they're not focusing on the wolves enough. Like it's like he was really like it's all about him communicating with the wolves, like being with the wolves a lot. Like his inner monologue was really big too. Like just listening to his thoughts. Like he's not a very verbal person. So like it's like you always were inside his head. So that's what made it interesting. I think his motivations are a little different in the book, just because he is kind of just like there, and like they kind of represent his lack of wanting to fight because he's a blacksmith and he's taught by his master to like not use the axe for killing, and like when he goes and does that, it's like a big deal, and I feel like it's been kind of. I think it's just been hard because he has a different motivation because he had a wife and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
they didn't give him the same kind of motivation. So
yeah, it's just a different vibe. And I feel like, but the lack of, so do you know much about the wolves and like how they work at all? Like his whole wolf's power?
I guess it was, he could like see through that, like he could warg basically, right? Like become a wolf.
He can communicate. He can like understand them and speak with them.
Yeah.
But there's a whole other aspect that they haven't really shown that well in the show, because like he can see the wolves like as like figments and ghosts and stuff, and like sort of like visuals. Like he can sort of see them. But like, I'm just gonna tell you this: the wolves can go. The wolves can go to the dream world.
Oh, okay. Because he said like dancer, or what was that?
Hopper.
What was the Hopper?
Yeah.
Like one of those, like I think we saw like what looked like a ghost type thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it's just that in his dreams he sees Hopper more, and he travels in the dream world to the point where he can, like, I honestly thought in that episode where she visited Parents' dream that he would see her. Like that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Super invasive. What the F?
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing. That's a big thing. I always said it's like she goes to people's dreams all the time.
Like, gross. Get out of my head. Like, seriously. Poor Matt too. Like, how pathetic. Like, sad. Because it's just like, I want to please my mother and sisters. Like,
mom's dead.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that's new too. That didn't happen in the book. But you know what? I say things that didn't happen in the book, but I don't mind it. Like I don't mind the things that they're changing at all.
If it didn't like matter, it didn't really like.
Yeah, like the only thing that's got me kind of sad, and I don't know if it's ever going to make a difference. And I was talking to Sean about it, and you probably as mostly a show watcher, but like do you remember Tom Merlin? You remember his character?
Yeah.
Like
yes. And
like
we're expecting him to come back at some point.
Yeah, he should have been back. That's the thing. And like I think, but Sean was saying that the actor had like constraints, so he couldn't come back for the second season. And I just think it's like lost the weight of him coming back. It's been so long since we lost him in the show. You know what I mean? Like him coming back now, I feel like he hasn't had a lot of screen time to have like as much meaning as it did in the books.
Yeah.
Like he spent a lot of time with Tom, and then you think he dies, and then he comes back, and then he becomes like a very central character for not Rand necessarily, but he becomes a very important character in the books later on.
Who would you say?
Matt. It's like his companion. He's like with Matt a lot. and like now they kind of got Matt attached to Min, which I really kind of think Min is the replacement for that. Where in the books, Min and Matt don't really have much of a relationship at all.
Okay, so you think like Tom Maryland's like the kind of way that he behaves, Min is kind of doing those character things?
Not really copying his the way he behaves, just giving him that companion that he's familiar with.
Oh, okay.
That makes like they went through a thing that was completely made up for the show, where they're captured by the Leandrin and put in a dungeon together, and
but then that's what it gives them a chance to, when they get on the ship, for him to be like, oh please, can I bunk with you?
Yeah, like he has like a history with her, which results in him having a companion.
Yeah, sort of a friendship, maybe a playful relationship.
Yeah, so it's like,
no, they're good, and they're good together. They're fun. I like watching those two. I like Egwene and Rand. It was weird, like, seeing. I mean, it makes sense for Egwene to have like really like PTSD after being enslaved.
Yep.
So it's weird to see like them kind of not really reconcile, but kind of just be like, we're cool. You're gonna do your thing, and I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah,
they're maturing. I feel like it must have taken like 6 books to get there that they're doing in like one episode of television.
It kind of happens, like I said, because the romance is not as strong in the books, and I feel like it's just like it sort of naturally happens because Egwene just becomes so enthralled about being an Aes Sedai, because it's like her world just kind of gets just explodes based on her thoughts of becoming what do they call it? The wisdom in the Two Towers. Like, she was supposed to be the next wisdom.
Rivers?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. To be the wisdom.
Ooh, that's who Nynaeve is. Nynaeve. I would say it wrong.
Nynaeve. Yeah, Nynaeve she is the wisdom. They still call her wisdom.
That's what she is. It was a big deal in the books that she was so young as a wisdom. Like, no one really trusted her as much. She had to like prove herself in the Two Rivers.
Yep.
I do have to say, I haven't liked the characterization of Nynaeve as much. I don't hate it, but it's probably my least favorite.
It's hard to buy. And right now, when she's like, I don't have any powers, and I'm kind of useless to the plot.
Yeah,
just kind of takes space.
That's kind of what happened in the book. It's just her uselessness is never like, it doesn't affect her what she believes is importance. Like, she has a lot more confidence, I feel like. It's somewhat like it's more buried, I guess. So it's like you get a lot of those inner monologues in the real time, but I feel like she doesn't convey it physically as much. But like, it's hard because you don't get the opportunity in a show to get the inner monologue, so they have to convey it in a physical way, which makes it look weird to me. In the book, it's just constantly described as like Nynaeve grips her braid. Like, that's all she does whenever it's like there's something wrong. Like, and I'm like, but she doesn't grip her braid. I'm mad. She doesn't grip her braid.
That's just like George R.R. Martin. I remember in those books, it would always be Jon Snow.
I pushed the button.
Flexing his sword hand because he burned his hand in like one of the early, I think in the first book or the second book. And so it's like it's just like his tick. It's like something he does before he makes a decision, or before he flexes his sword hand.
Yeah, that's what Nynaeve does. That's her tick.
Brave.
I would say the actor that plays Rand, he's great. Like, he's really shown. Yeah, he's shown his acting chops. Like, I think he'll get, if this doesn't get renewed or something, I think he'll get some good. This is a good like resume builder for him. One episode
Well,
alone, you know.
I hope it certainly goes on. I hope they give him another season at least to play this out because it was quite. It is fascinating to me. Now this is a really good season so far,
Hmm.
and
I am trying to figure out how they're going to end it because they are doing things out of order to a degree. Oh, are you ahead of me now? Oh no, you're not. Okay,
you know,
I remember doing the fish one.
you're in the night level. No, I am very interested in the way the story is going and learning more. And I'm like I said, we've rewatched the season so far.
What's Kristen's take on it? She like it a lot?
Yeah.
I know she's read it.
And I think she's read this part too in Ruidian, and the way she described it was very similar to what you said. It was like it was all of these things, but all in a different order
Mhm.
and not like coherent in the way that this was coherent.
Oh yeah. Like it was really you understood. I still got out. I still came out the other end with the same knowledge, but yeah, it was definitely more chaotic, I guess.
It was, and it's a cool sequence. Yeah, Luigi game over.
I thought Moraine's like visuals of like they keep like constantly spinning the wheel, like
yes, that
just
was
flipping
really
and
cool.
flipping. That was really cool. Like
That was fascinating, and then like how it all just like crescendos with all of her deaths, with Lamphere just like slitting her throat every time.
imagine like
just
filming that as like
variations
actors.
on that. Right? And it's just like, I'll do it with a front stroke, I'll do it with a backstroke this
Mhm.
time, I'll do it with a stab.
I thought it was crazy how they're like making out, and then all of a sudden, like she just starts choking her. She's like doing a thing with
Right.
Lanfear. I'm like, what?
It's all possible, turns of the wheel.
The visual of Moraine in the rings, which is really not really described at all in the book. So I thought that was really cool visual how they did that.
Looks like both cool and then terrifying.
Yeah, like
at the same
their
time.
expressions while they're like floating there, like
Yeah.
is so neat.
When she sees, what's her name? Aveda?
Oh, Avienda. I would say I think it's it.
Avienda.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's like the look on her face is like, "Ah!" like screaming in terror. And Moraine's like, okay, I guess I'll just climb aboard.
That was cool how they like have her upside down and floating and just oh, so good.
Just the motif of like the flipping, like we're seeing, how would you see like possible futures, like hundreds of them? It's like this is a very practical way to show like a lot of scenes at once like that. It was really good, really well done. It's stuff like that that not a lot of TV is doing, and I feel like they deserve another season. I hope they get it.
It's getting good reception, so that's good. It's people are liking it, so hopefully it's getting enough reviews for them to say, let's do this.
I was trying to compare it to Game of Thrones because it wasn't really until like the second season of Game of Thrones that it caught.
Well, the
fire.
Red Wedding wasn't that third too, right? That was the third season. That got people into it.
That brought like all the outsiders too. Like it was like the people who who watch things when they premiere like that, or have like read the books, are like watching it when it first comes out. And then like second season, it's us who have like heard about it and like, oh, like that's an interesting series. Let's check it out.
What's hard is that the first two seasons aren't as good as the first two seasons of Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Like I think they're fine,
true.
they're good, but like I can see some people falling off before they get to the good parts, but maybe not. I don't know.
It might be if they've gotten enough good episodes like this in front of them, it might be enough to be like, yeah, just watch the first season, but just know
It's
like,
worth getting to the third.
Rand is a little annoying. they're figuring out how they're gonna.
Yeah.
The actor leaves, but by the second, the end of the second season, things pick up, and the third season's great.
Hopefully, it's a good ending to the third. Like you just like we have like 4 episodes left, I think.
They've all been over an hour too.
I know.
Like 60-something minutes, 67 minutes.
Did you see what other? So you saw what other show I'm now addicted to?
Oh, and I just heard about that the other day too. Somebody had mentioned The Pit. What is that show about?
Okay, so I stumbled into this. It's a medical drama for one.
Okay.
It's in Pittsburgh.
It's with what's his name? Noah Wiley
from ER. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, I stumbled on this because I see this YouTuber. He's called Dr. Mike. He's just like a doctor that does YouTube videos, and I just always seem to stumble on his videos and the reels.
Get out of here, Justin. You got to get out of there.
I know. I can't. I don't know.
You're fucking hell.
It's just me? Okay.
You were just like...
but I couldn't make the jump. I was afraid.
And then you would go and jump. No, don't.
I need to get the...
You can make it.
I can't.
You gotta get some steam.
That's it. I'm done. We're almost 11 anyway.
You can be done with Mario.
Yeah,
May I try the Ninja Gaiden? Can I?
Yeah, you can play it. You can play Artlet for the end of the stream. Sure, go for it. I don't know. Can we? I think you can still play it. See if you can get in there.
Press some button.
See if you could start it with your controller.
Nope.
You can't do it. All right. So then you want to make your own. Oh wait, you're in control. See, that work?
Oh no, it's because I hit the menu button. Start, select. Look at them go.
Yeah, I watched this earlier. So yeah, it's you've been disconnected. Okay, you got kicked out.
Yeah, I left. I'll make one, and then you can join. How do I make one?
Go to play online.
Yeah.
And then just keep pushing buttons. Just keep pushing. You're pretty much selecting play while I wait.
Oh, okay. No passcode.
And then you can just put no passcode, and then I can search for your game because I'm your friend.
Yep. Do I invite you?
Nope. I'm joining your thing right now.
Excellent. Ninja Gaiden.
It's trying to connect you. There we go.
Star Wars, come to play.
So yeah, I stumbled on his reactions to the first 3 episodes because he's a doctor that's like reacting to the show and giving his own doctor history and saying, is this accurate or not? And he's was saying how accurate the show was.
Yes.
But then I got so sucked into the plot lines from those reaction videos because the concept of the show was just so different than any other. I've never really watched a lot of medical dramas before. I never got into them. This one is literally a 24-hour, that show 24 hours, but for an ER. So you're literally following this shift.
Someone's 24-hour shift.
Well, it's not. It's 15 hours because it's a 15-hour episode. But it's the first episode is hour 1, then the second episode is hour 2, and it's on HBO Max, so it's very graphic too. They don't hold back on what you're being shown. It's
sure.
But it's just something about just how it's presented, how quick it goes. You're not spending a lot of time doing a bunch of people flirting with each other and the whole all the medical jobs I've ever seen. They always are trying to hook up with each other and stuff.
Grey's Anatomy type of thing.
It's just the acting is really good, and then it escalates as you keep watching it, and you're following Noah Wiley is the attendant on duty, but there's some backstory to him where this is an anniversary of a traumatic experience that happened during COVID, but he he's trying to like still work even though there's he has this PTSD, but then this day just gets worse and worse. It's like a really bad day at the ER that gets even horrific at the end. So like now I'm just like I binge watched it. I seriously watched 9 episodes to 3 in the morning because I couldn't stop.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, I could
You
not.
watched the first 9 hours of this shift.
Well, they're like 45-minute episodes, but yeah, like I watched the first 3 episodes and then I had to like go to Utica because I started before I left, and then when I got back, I was like, I wanted to keep watching it because I kept thinking about it, and then yeah, so now there's only 2 episodes left, and I have to wait for them now because it's week to week still.
Good.
Oh
Good.
man,
Wait.
it's
Savor this.
well, and they're not out yet. I have to wait. I can't. I have no choice. Oh, but I've never liked shows like this. But there's just something about this one that just like, oh man, it just like clicked. But I was looking into it a little more. They're actually being sued by the Michael Crichton estate.
What? Why?
Because Michael Crichton, I guess, wrote the original ER. So this was supposed to be this group of people, because it's being produced by people that made ER, and it's got Noah Wyle from ER, and they were trying to get the rights to reboot ER a few years back.
Okay.
And they couldn't get the rights from the Michael Crichton estate. So they're like, okay, we'll just make our own show, and we'll just make our own medical drama. And now they're suing they're suing them for like not for working on making a reboot without their permission or something like that.
I mean, does the reboot have those characters or violate copyright?
No, it's not even the same city. It's just the only similarity is that it has the same kind of producers and showrunners, and then Noah Wyle, and it's in an ER.
And they asked them, and they said no, and they went ahead and did something anyways. You know what? Like, it's not like ER is the only medical drama.
Yeah.
Oh God. So,
that was their comeback, but I guess
it's the estate of Michael Crichton or Michael Crichton himself.
Michael Crichton, I guess, passed away.
Yeah. So yeah, cash grab people.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not we're preserving the integrity of his artistic.
Well, he had writing. He had some sort of statement about ER and writing about, he needed to do it, and he wanted when he wrote the screenplay, any kind of additional things he couldn't be made without his personal written consent or something. I don't know, but they're more.
Really? Well, how would that work if he was dead?
They're more trying to use it as they worked on a reboot for 2 years without asking us. That was really what they said. It's like we worked on a reboot for 2 years, then came to them to ask for permission after working on it for 2 years. And then they said no, so then they're like, oh, we just make this show instead. That's kind of where they're coming from. But yeah, I think there's some cash grab behind it too. Like, I mean, really, who did it hurt? Like, I mean, like,
that's if they're after a certain amount of like compensation for that.
I mean, they said no anyway, so it's like they were willing to give them royalties for it, but they said no. So I don't understand. It's like, I just find that weird. They didn't call it ER. I mean, it doesn't feel like ER at all. From like the clips I've seen of ER, like in the vibe of what ER was, like this show does not feel like that whatsoever. Just the fact that it's the way it's presented as being like more patient based, not doctor based.
Okay.
Like it is. I mean, you're focused on the doctors, but like you're in because you're following these patients through their journey in the ER. Because in a way, like it's the difference between the two. It's even though it's like kind of a little more balance between that. It's kind of crazy towards the end of the season, though.
Oh, really? What? I mean, somebody. It has to, right? It's a.
You want me to tell you what happens?
Sure. I'm.
There's a festival and there's a mass shooting, and they have to become like a trauma center. And
Okay. All right. Yep. Let's make sure we do not repeat that MS.
Oh, I'm talking about the pit. We're not talking about real life. I'm talking
I
about
know,
a
I
TV
know.
show.
I'm talking about, but I'm referring to YouTube flagging things.
Oh no, that's why I made that statement after. I knew that's what you meant. But yes, I'm talking about the show, The Pit.
Goddamn dog! That freaking dog, man. I'm done with this. You're telling me about this really good show that you're watching, and I am gritting my teeth with the frustration of this game.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault
Yeah.
that
But
this game is the way it is. Yeah. Yes, sure. Why not?
The other aspect of the show is you're following a lot of like student doctors, and this is like their
Yes.
first. This is like for their first day on the job. So there's some interesting dynamics there and things that happened and their relationships with being a first day doctor and but it's a show I never thought I would ever watch, and then I just heard
Cool.
some people talk about it, and then I stumbled on that reaction show, and then usually I'm just watching fantasy stuff all the time. I never watch realistic stuff.
I had a. It's funny you mentioned like a genre. Oh, come on! A genre that you're not. Oh, but at least I'm here. Used to seeing. Oh God. I had a colleague today ask me about if I had read or knew about a particular manga, and don't even ask me because I've forgotten the name already.
Oh, okay.
And it's oh no, and it's nothing. I'm done with this.
Well, it's almost 11 o'clock anyway. We're good.
We're going to talk about this manga here,
Yeah,
but
sure.
anyway, it was like a student wanted to use it to like compare, like use it for an essay to compare it to some like piece of literature. She's like, "Do you think this is legit?" And I'm like, "Is it an anime or is it the manga?" She was like, "It's a manga." And I'm like, manga's usually pretty dense. Like those are, I mean, like they're books, and a lot of them, depending on the subject matter, are just stories. Like it could be, decent stories. There's a lot of good manga, so I was trying to like defend, the integrity of art and of that particular kind of work. And then I had to say, just as long as it's not, one of those porn ones.
Hentai one.
Started laughing. She was like, "Yes, it's not one of those, thankfully." So,
you don't know which one it is. I'm curious now what it is.
let me try to look. It's like Winsome Academy, something like that.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. I've heard of a lot of things that I've never seen. But
Did you see my screenshot from Akira's manga? Like, I sent it to you. I took a picture in the Barnes and Nobles. Man, I was skimming through that. And I'm just like, wait, Akira's here? Like Akira's just like chilling, just like hanging out with Kairi and one of the things and stuff. Like they're having tea together. Like
I didn't know that he was actually like a character.
Yeah, like he just shows up.
At the end and blow things up.
I'm just like does something else happen after the end of the movie? Like that's I'm wondering. Like, is that? I was trying to figure out what had happened and what to find something that kind of like looked familiar, but then I could never find anything that looked familiar. But then I was like confused because I'm like, I saw the priest guy was still alive. So like that guy that's like that does like he's always like praying on the streets, like in the movie, like he was there, like he was in the books, but he was like an actual like character that did things. Like I didn't really read it, but like I was skimming through it. But they only had book 4 and 5 at Barnes and Noble, so I was like, I only could see like so much, But like, oh man, it's just so wild. Like, what's going on with this?
It's a pretty big series too, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, those books were like huge. Like they were big. And that was book 4 and 5, and then there was another one after because it didn't end, and I don't know how big it actually is, but it's pretty hefty considering how big those books were. But
Okay.
I know we had talked about it, but yeah, now I'm really curious like how that manga pans out and plays out.
I wonder. I would like to see that someday, but yeah, it looks like a huge read and also a lot of books to get. But
Yeah, I tried to see if it was at the library. They didn't have it at the library. I didn't. I was like, oh man, that sucks. I wish I could borrow it.
I do see a lot of what do you call it? Sword of the Berserk at the library.
No.
You know what?
I
No
know.
desire to pick
I
it
know
up.
you. I know you didn't like the game. Well, you played the game on the Dreamcast, like, right?
I
Did
did.
you?
I played it
But-
because it was a game for the Dreamcast.
Yeah, but like I heard the manga is good. Like I've heard that from people. Like it
Oh,
is.
sure. I'm sure it's fine, like
Yeah.
all the rest.
Obviously, it was popular enough to get a video game. So,
That's true. Guts Revenge.
all right. Well, we are done for this evening. We will be back next Tuesday to do more streams. Thanks for anyone that hopped in today. Don't know what we're
Thanks
gonna
for
do
that.
next week. Probably pick a random video game to play. So,
Something like this. This was good.
all right, playing
Okay.
favorites. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Goodbye.